not recommend this build. Welcome back to another video. As you can see behind, it's POHX's Righteous Fire Inquisitor Templar build. This is the second most used skill in the current league, so any new players going to use this build if they like the content creator and the build guide person. Now the guide, I read the POV Vault, the POE Vault, POB, the POHX's website, I watched his video, and I'll explain why I did all of that in a minute. But in the basis, it's a build that you harm yourself to gain damage, which is a interesting build to start with, and why new players would find it interesting that you're using something that hurts you, that does damage, and this challenge of actually getting it going and good might not seem that big a deal to new players, but experienced players would understand some of the RNG that's involved in trying to get the resistances and everything. Now, as far as the guide, I don't think it's for new players. I think he's tried his darnest to explain in a general sense. As you can see, there is a lot of breakdown. He's tried his best to show everyone what to do, how to do it. But the fact I mentioned I watched all the different things was because I was trying to get a general gist of what the actual build requires, in a sense of, okay, I'm a new player, I need to do what? Now, if you know Righteous Fire, you watch the content creators, you'll probably have a small understanding as a new player. You won't really understand the RNG aspects of the resistances and getting the gear, and what do you do when you hit level Act 6, then Act 10. So yeah, the actual build is more complicated than it actually reads, and it actually looks, if you're looking at a perspective of new player. Even an inexperienced player, I would not recommend this build for anyone who doesn't play through the campaign, goes to the crafting table, gets all the resistances done. There's no resistance cap issues for them. They know exactly how to go around getting gear perfect for the build. I don't think it actually explains how hard a new player will find it. A new day, a new start. Now, let's see what we can do. Sup? Get off me. Okay, freezing is a real issue to actually get by. Come on. You're dead. Oh. The moment we were going to take care of him, he froze us. Oh. What's up? No! And we still beat him. What's up? Kill. Yeah. Using the move around. Yeah, those archers. It's quite whoa, we are really in trouble. My feelings on the build as we watch what I edited down is a very fun build if you understand how to use it, and once you get into the actual build. You can't judge obviously the early on because you're not actually Righteous Fire yet. You're actually Righteous Fire once you get your resistances underway. Then after Katava the first, you then need to juggle it again, because if you don't have it, it just goes zoop with your life. So that's why also I don't recommend this build to anyone watching build guides. You are watching it on how he plays it, or they play it, or how the person says to play it. You're not playing it if you don't understand Righteous Fire. And I'd say if you haven't finished the campaign multiple times and you're not like spending 3 weeks to do the campaign, don't touch Righteous Fire. Don't touch the Juggernaut version, the Inquisitor version, just stay away. Go something easier like the Absolution. That is very friendly. Now, in saying that, if you do understand Righteous Fire, or as a new player you understand how the game is played and you can pick it up easy, then being able to smack people in the face with big damage whilst giving a little concern to your armor and all that is fun. It's a very fun build, and as I said, it's broken down act by act, sort of level by levels, and pretty much in stages, and very detailed, and it's a very good build if you understand the build, how to play the game. As a new player, you will get lost 10 times an act because you don't know what you're looking for, you don't know what you'll find, and if you don't use the loot filter he suggests, then you'll also be picking up the wrong things. And yeah, it's not a very friendly build, but it's a powerful build, hence why it's so popular. So yeah, I think it should come with a massive disclaimer. Don't touch this build unless you are good at the game. Well, not even good, but I think the general notion is there. But yeah, it really should come with a disclaimer. If you can understand this build without going to multiple resources or watching a YouTube video or going through every single thing you can find on it, then you can play it. Otherwise, don't touch it. And I don't think that's too harsh. I think that's a legit. This build, the Righteous Fire, you could get in trouble in 2 seconds not understanding resistances, or how to get resistances, or what you need to look for in, okay, I can craft the resistance on this. Fire. Oh, I got some fire. No. You need to understand levels, and then the axe. You get 30% minus, then 60% minus. You need to understand the entire game before you touch this build. That is my long and short of it. I do recommend you play the build if you fit the category I said. Otherwise, don't touch it. But do hit all the buttons and put your comments in the whatever. I was going to say ground. Some of you can. Others, put it in the comment section. But that is that for another video. Bye bye.